book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these latter days. Shalom, Maki. Shalom. The big payback. The big payback. Iran, which are the modern, which was the ancient Persians, okay, which changed its name on March 21st, 1935, from Persia to Iran, will get payback for the recent deaths of the IRGC commander and the nuclear scientist, okay, which happened, okay, at the beginning of January 2021, okay, and Iran is also known as the Carmanians, okay, the Carmanians, all right, so stemming from an article that I have, all right, it says, Iran Revolutionary Guard commander says revenge coming for Soleimani strike from within the U.S., from within the U.S., all right, it says the leader of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps has warned that revenge for Lieutenant General Qasem Soleimani's death will come for the United States from within the country itself. Okay, and as you read these articles, okay, Iran is these IRGC commanders, okay, the one who took Soleimani's death is talking cash money shit, okay, towards the United States. All right, cash money shit. We have the Ayatollah over there in Iran as well, okay. They burned the United States flag and the Israeli flag in the middle of the streets and called them the Great Satan, okay. So as Iran, okay, make these threats, okay, toward Israel and the United States, Israel is going to do what? They're going to attack the nuclear facility, okay? Matter of fact, let's get there real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah, all right, chapter 49, all right, 49, all right, and yeah, Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. All right. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he that have taken against Edom. These Amalekites that's over there in their land, okay, where they have Rothschild's Boulevard, okay, in our land. That's Psalms 49:11 right there. Okay. They should call the land after their own names. Here it is. These crackers have a literal street called Rothschild's Boulevard in the land of Israel, okay? Amalek, all right? It says, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. So as it was stated, okay, as Iran is making these threats toward Babylon, which is America, and these gutter rats over there in our land, okay, Israel is going to attack Iran's nuclear facility. It's going to cause Iran to blast that land, okay, which is going to draw in, okay, the United States, all right, and that's found in Joel the 2nd chapter, which I'm going to get also, all right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, surely he shall make their habitations, surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, okay. Yes, Israel will be wiped off the map, okay. Iran will get hit. It's going to draw the United States in, okay? And it's going to be all out chaos, okay? But Iran will get the payback. It's written in the scriptures. Let's get it. Second Esdras, chapter 15. I'll start from verse 28. Out of the Apocrypha, Second Esdras 15 and 28, okay? It says, behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, Now this is in World War III, okay? And in the midst of World War III, Yahushua makes his grand appearance, okay? A star-studded event, Revelation 1 and 7, okay? A horrible vision that the scripture says, man, okay? With an innumerable amount of holy angels, the whole host of heavens. According to Revelation, the 5th chapter, there's an 11th verse, which speaks of 1 million angels, okay, with them. Ezekiel, the 1st chapter, speaks about that, okay? This is Yahushua coming in the midst of World War III. So while these nations are going to war, in the midst of it, they're going to stop and turn and fight Yahushua. This is all biblical prophecy, and it will happen very soon. 2nd chapter 15 and verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, who are those nations like that? You have Saudi Arabia, you have Hezbollah, Hamas, okay, who always are blasting at these gutter rats over there in the land, shooting missiles and rockets over there at them, okay? These are those nations, these dragon nations, okay? These Islamic nations, should I say that, okay? Syria, that's an Islamic nation. Turkey, that's an Islamic nation. Russia, that's an Islamic nation. Okay? Iraq, that's another one. Okay? It says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. Okay? All types of armory, weaponry. Okay? Yes, when Iran attacks the United States, whether it be on this soil, okay, or over there in the so-called Middle East, okay, these other nations, these Islamic nations, are going to help them. They're going to be backed up. And who's the one that's backing them? Russia. Finna get that also. Ezekiel 38 chapter. It says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, okay, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. It's talking about destruction, okay? Pakistan, they have nuclear weapons. Look it up, okay? India, they have nuclear weapons. Okay? China, can't forget about them. Moab, they have nuclear weaponry. Okay? So the United States and Israel is in for a rude awakening, a horrible death. Okay? And it says, Salaki, it says, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. So they coming with it, man. And these nations are ready, man. Okay? The United States, what they call the Great Satan, has been going over there, raping, robbing, and butchering those Arab nations, those Ishmaelites. Okay, that same reward is going to be brought back on America. Okay, yes, it's coming. Here we go, verse 30. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, which is who? The Persians, the Iranians. Okay. And the Carmanian was what? A land over there in modern day Iran. Okay? Raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. So they're going to let it all hang out. Okay? You've attacking to kill our commander and our nuclear scientists. Payback is coming. And this is the payback right here. Let's go. It says, and with great power shall they come. How are they going to be with great power? Because Russia is backing them up with nuclear weaponry, nuclear armory, okay? All type of military gear, okay? Hypersonic missiles, okay? It was notated last year that Iran on the ground had 60,000 nuclear weapons. 60,000, which was only what the media tell you, but we know according to the prophecy, Revelation the 9th chapter, these countries are going to have millions of weapons, of ICBM weapons. And 200 million is going to hit Babylon the Great. According to Revelation, the 9th chapter, and in Revelation 17th chapter, in the 16th verse, all nations in the European Union are going to turn their missiles over here and fire away. We'll get that also. All right? So let's go to Ezekiel real quick. Not going to be too much long. Ezekiel 38, straight to the point. Ezekiel 38, verse 5. It says, Persia, I can read verse 4. Verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all its bands, the house of Togarmah, and those Persian, Ethiopian, Libya, all Islamic nations. Article came out last year that Russia was caught by the United States watchdog smuggling weapons, okay, nuclear weapons to Libya. You can look that up. Gomer and all its bands, the house of Togarmah of the North Quarters, Turkey, and all its bands, and many people with thee. Woo. Verse 7, here we go. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, which Russia has been doing, and they're flexing their power, okay? They've even started in Ukraine, which they're going to invade. They've already went into Kazakhstan. They're flexing their power right now. It's a new bully in town, Babylon the Great. And we were talking about it last night in the conference call with Persia being the ram, okay? Persia being the ram, lost my train of thought. Persia being the ram, let excited. Persia being the ram, okay? You have Russia being the bear, playing the background, and you have America being the eagle, okay? And this eagle has been pecking at the ram, okay? And Suleiman is in the spirit world. The nuclear science is in the spirit world, okay? But payback is coming, the big payback, okay? From within. And the United States over here, okay, they have what they call sleeper cells, terrorist cells, okay? And a sleeper cell is what? They house terrorists, so-called terrorists, that when given the okay to let loose a detonator bomb, they carry it out, okay? Whether it be via with a radio piece inside of their ear through a cell phone. You can detonate a fucking bomb from off a cell phone. The technology has been advanced. And Yahweh Shai said he was going to stir up the Medes in these last days. And they've given Iran, the Persians, all the nuclear capabilities they need to succeed. And they will succeed. Ezekiel 38:7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So when it says, taking it to 15, all right, and verse 30, it says, and with great power shall they come. That's why, because Russia is backing them, being a guard unto them. That's how they have this power like this, okay? Iran cannot take down the United States by itself, okay? North Korea can't do it, okay? The only one can do it are the Russians, the Medes. The Most High put them specifically the head of the show. He says he's going to stir up the Medes, Isaiah 13. All right? And it says, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 30, last part, and shall waste a portion, here we go, of the land of the Assyrians. We're talking about Babylon the Great, which is spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Assyria, okay? They're going to waste a portion of this land. America will be hit, okay? Hard. All right? So back into the article. All right? It says, all right? It says, Soleimani, head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Q's forces, was killed in a January 3rd, 2020 U.S. airstrike in Baghdad, Iraq, days after Iranian-backed militia supporters stormed the U.S. embassy in Iraq. This was all set up, man. All right? You saw him set this all up, man. Okay? You storm the fucking the U.S. embassy, okay? And immediately after that, you have the scientists get killed. Okay? I'm sorry, the IRGC commander get killed. All right? Brigade General Ismail Ghani, who replaced Soleimani, all right, and here he is right here. All right, you can see him on there. All right, replaced Soleimani, spoke during the second anniversary of Soleimani's death, which Iran has labeled as a martyr, okay, a martyr. He was a so-called martyr, okay, a heathen, okay, nice in the spirit world. He sees Yahweh, Shai, know they are very dark-skinned, okay, and know he's going into slavery, all right. Ghani underscored the Republic's dedication to avenge the general's death, saying that the ground for the hard revenge will come from within. Within. I mean, it's going to be hit over in here on American soil. Okay? within the homes of Americans. Go back to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51. All right. I think some of the apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. All right. Does the body miracles, especially on the empty stomach in the morning. All right. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 11. All right. It says, make bright the arrows, which means what? Fuel these arrows up with the plutonium, the uranium, 239, 329. Okay? We see these nuclear scientists on these on CNN, whatever like that. Okay? The doctors with the all white robes on, the clipboard in his hand, the hard hat on, with the safety goggles. Okay? Writing down. Okay? Taking notes. Okay? This is going this way, this is going this way. It's making bright the arrows, fueling these missiles. Okay? An ICBM does what? Goes from one part of the nation, okay, to the other. Intercontinental ballistics. That's what it means. To go from one point to another. Okay? Fast. And they have hypersonic missiles right now, which are what? Labeled as 4,000. Okay, it goes faster than 4,000 times the speed of light. Jeremiah 51:11, make bright the arrows, broke that down, gather the shields, okay? And America's shields not going to work with what? Those military defense systems. They're not going to work, okay? It says, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which are the Russians. Go to our page, Jim and Louisiana Saints, okay? And look at the video the brothers did on the Russians, okay? The battle. For his device. Whose device? The Lord's device. Isaiah 54:16. Okay? Let me get that real quick. All right? It would be out of here. Page 2 out. Salaki Aki. Page 2 out. Isaiah 54:16 though. All right? This might be it right here. Yeah, Isaiah 54:16. Salaki. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, for the Lord's work. Because this is the Lord's indignation to destroy America. Okay? So what does it say? It says, for his device is against Babylon. Those nuclear weapons are made to use against Babylon the Great. Okay? And it says what? To destroy it, Khan. Amos 9:8. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord. Of who? Of the Lord, Yahweh Shah. It's his vengeance. Okay? The vengeance of his temple. And we are his temple. Okay? Yes, America has put us in slavery. It has just done all kind of atrocities down to the core, man. And payback is coming. And he's gonna use these nations to bring forth that payback. Then we gonna get physical with that ass Esau, Edom, and all you other heathen nations also. Because you're not exonerated from this also. All right? Okay? Jeremiah 51 and verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. We are. Prepare the ambushes. Ooh, we're going to ambush America, man. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Great death is coming to this place. Okay? Malachi 4:1. Okay? Behold, the Lord cometh. Okay? That day cometh that shall burn as an oven. The day of the Lord are his ICBM missiles. I'm going to do a video on that also, man. Okay? Break down Ezekiel 38 also. All right? And Jeremiah 50 and 51. All right? So hope that was quick and edifying to the point. Okay? The Persians, which are the modern day Iranians, will get the big payback from what the eagle had done to them previously. Okay? Which is Babylon the Great. Facing the east, Rome. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these latter days. Shalom. Real quick, just thought of that. Spirit. Go to Joel, chapter 2, and verse 20. Joel chapter 2 and verse 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. So the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, is going to use Iran, okay, to suck, okay, the United States into this war, and they're going to get their ass blasted, man. Oh, man, let me get that also, man. Oh, man. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, nuclear missiles, nuclear warheads, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. This is World War III. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. He's the one orchestrating it, the ultimate chess player. Okay? With Russia playing the backfield, the battle is going to come out in these last days and wreak havoc upon Babylon the Great. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Abide the ball, Kwame Yashala, Shalom Makiyam. Whoa, whoa, whoa.